Hi guys, this is my empties. Everything I finished up in July. Didn't like used all these products in July, but I finished them up in July, so I might have used them already a much longer time. I should maybe clarify. And this basically will be lots of mini reviews if I would repurchase or not repurchase. And let's get started first. Project Pan stuff. This one was a body spray, the Discover Pink Pepper. This is from Marks & Spencer's. They're fairly inexpensive. They're actually quite good for what they are. And I would repurchase from their range. I have already. Maybe not that specific one. I feel like the pink pepper, I really like the shower gel, but somehow as a body spray, it was alright, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I need to scent again. But it's nice. It's inoffensive and it's quite a nice mist. Then, oh, this one was really nice. The L'Oreal True Match Nude with hyaluronic acid. The only thing that annoys me on this serum foundation is basically the dropper. I don't like droppers because they always make a mess, and I did spill on my clothes a few times. It just happens, and that's a bit annoying. But overall, this one wore beautifully. I have another L'Oreal foundation to try out. I also have a Wet n Wild one I bought this year, and I tried that one out, and I love it too. I seem to be fairly lucky recently with foundations, which is why I used up the ones which I was maybe not so lucky. But this one, I'm really glad that I used it, and I got good use out of it while it was fresh. So definitely would repurchase this one, by the way. Very nice one. Then this one is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Loved the mister on that one. Funnily enough though, I did fill another spray in it when this one was finished to try out if I can just reuse the mister for something else, but it wasn't as nice, the mister then. So that was really odd to me. I like the spray, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't repurchase because it's really expensive for what it is. And it's literally, it took me 2 months to finish it. I use it every day, so a bit disappointing. And then last for my Project Pan empties is, this was an eyebrow pencil, but it is a refill. So this is the empty one, and I put already a new one in here because when I bought the eyebrow pencil from Florissus Beauty, by the way, it came already with a refill. So this is one is now empty, goes in the bin, and this one is the refill, and I will not use literally. It's would I repurchase now? It's not a bad eyebrow pencil, but it's just very waxy, and it took me I think I would say nearly 2 years of usage to finish this one up. So I wouldn't repurchase. Next product, cream Cetaphil. That's actually from Germany. It's a moisturizing lotion with urea. Would I repurchase? Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's just very runny, so it's nice. I've rather prefer the nice lotions that are good for the skin with a nice scent. This one doesn't have that. It just has no scent. So I wouldn't run out and repurchase it, but I would repurchase because I know it's a nice cream. Then this one is the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser. This one is actually really nice. I have a backup of that one, so I have another one of this one to use. Would I repurchase? No, I always got them in beauty advent calendars. And although it is a really nice cleanser, and I like it, only for second cleanse, though not for first cleanse. It's not good for removing makeup or anything. It's very expensive for what it is. So I like it, but I don't love it and think it's like the best thing in the world. And I need to have this in my life. But I'm happy to use it when I do have it in my life. Oh, this one. I didn't even hold this one. This one was like a spur of the moment. I got Poly Schwarzkopf Poly Color Permanent Cream Color. Did I hold this one? I don't know if I hold it. I basically bought it in Home Bargains, and I think it was like £2 or £1.99. But this color is fairly accurate. I used it. I wouldn't. But I'm sorry. I usually don't dye my hair at all. I thought, okay, let me try. I have a lot of grays. Let me try if I like it. I think I'd rather just have grays. This stank so much like chemicals. I'm probably just not used to it because I never dye my hair, but honestly, this stung my nose as well. So the smell, the scent, I can't deal with that. So I just wouldn't generally not repurchase any hair dye products probably. I mean, don't quote me on it. I might do it in the future, but yeah, the smell. Another empty. This one was a diffuser, and I don't know if it was Aldi. Oh, no, it was from Lidl. I really like this one, Orange Cloves. I had it downstairs in my kitchen living area, and it looked lovely as well. It has like this wooden cap. I'm tempted. I might actually think about it if I reuse the diffuser, because it's a nice heavy glass thingy. I do have so many empty diffuser bottles though. But yeah, I love this one and I would repurchase. It was a really nice scent. I really enjoyed this one, and it looks lovely. Another empty, the La Croix Repair Hair Mask. Loved this one. Someone told me in the comments before what this one was to copy. I think the brand name was something with A. Some people probably will recognize the packaging. It's an Aldi copy of something, but oh my gosh, this hair mask was so nice. I would definitely repurchase. I I have to stop myself to repurchasing any hair products this year because I just have too many. But this one was really, really nice. So once I have some space, and if they bring that back, I would definitely purchase this one. It just smelled nice. It made my hair feel nice, and I love this. It was infused with mango and shea butter. Another empty Ritual of Ayurveda, a moment of hand wash. Was nice. Was a good hand wash. Smelled nice. I wouldn't repurchase. They're just really expensive, the rituals and hand washes, and for what it is, it's just expensive. It did smell nice though, so if I would get it as a present again, I got this last year as a present for my birthday, I would repurchase if I get it. I wouldn't repurchase, I would like it if I get it as a present, but I wouldn't spend money on that. Okay, this one is the Cien Reviving Mandarin and Lemongrass. This one, I hate it. I made the whole family use it, so it's empty soon. I usually love mandarin smell. This one smelled like toilet cleaner, so I wouldn't repurchase this one. It was an okay shower gel, but it just smelled like toilet cleaner, basically. What else do we have? Old favorite. Dove cleansing balm. Dove soap bar. The only thing I have a gripe with the soap bar, I feel like the Dove soap bars, the longer you use them, they foam up less. I don't know why that is. And I realized it was the last one. I have, I think, 1 or 2 more of these. I bought them in like a 5-pack or something. What I do like on them though is very environmentally friendly because it's basically a soap bar. There's no plastic waste and it comes in paper packaging. So for that one, I might repurchase it. I might try other soap bars as well though, because soap bars, yeah, it's very environmentally friendly. What do we have here? Necessaire, the hand cream. Was a good hand cream. Very, very boring though, because the Necessaire products don't have scent. If you want something that are not scented, highly recommend. If you want something that is scented, this will not be for you because it's just really boring. Hydrate Fresh Element Soapstar. This is like M&S own brand. I had it in the M&S, I think, Christmas calendar. It's like a night cream, basically. I didn't like it. It was alright, but it was nothing special. And I was a bit bored by it. So I think if I would get this next time, because I have so much skincare, I would even pass this on. If I have a space when I get it and I actually need skincare, I would use it. I don't have a problem with that. It was just incredibly boring. Oh, why was this not called? Oh, okay, because this was actually in Project Pan. This was the Artless Glow. It's a Korean brand. Heimish Artless Glow Base, SPF 50. Really like this one, even so much that I cut it open, and there was like 2 more weeks of use in it when I cut it open. It was really nice. Sunscreen, worn nicely under makeup. I would definitely repurchase this one once I have some space, because I have a lot of stuff, but this one was really nice, and I like the packaging as well. It just looked quite nice and sleek. Okay, last few things here. Let's get them out, some small things. Okay. Oh, here actually we have another fresh product, which is also M&S own brand. This was the Lighted Up Protecting Day Cream, SPF 25. This one, I think because it had SPF, it had a weird consistency. It was very runny, but not nicely runny. So you had to be actually careful because it was in a tub. Because I think of the SPF, it sat weirdly on the skin. It felt like putting on sun cream, basically, not like a moisturizer. But I did use it because it has sunscreen protection in there, and this is what I quite like on it. I wouldn't run out and repurchase. I just didn't like, because it had a weird like scent, in a sense of not a nice scent, just like boring skincare, but not nice. So yeah, was alright. Wouldn't repurchase. Then we have the Renachieve Estee Lauder hand cream, and as you can see, I cut it open. I really love this one. I wish it wouldn't be so expensive, because then I would repurchase. It was very nice. Oh, this one was a massive disappointment. This is the Super Gloop Glow Screen SPF 30. This is meant to be a hydrating glowing sunscreen primer for the face. Problem with that one though, when I opened it, it was open here as well. Can you see this? So every time I pushed it to get a bit out of the nozzle, a lot would come out on the side as well. I know it's a product fault. I couldn't remember where I got it from. It was in one of the Christmas beauty advent calendars, and because it was June by the time I started using it, I realized, all right, I can't return this because it's clearly a product fault. Usually here in the UK, you can't return used beauty products, except there's actually a proper fault with the product and you get a replacement. So what I did is with that one, I used it up on my legs and on my body as sunscreen. It has a bit of color to it, which is why I mainly used it on legs and arms and not on my body. But it's a sunscreen. It wore okay on my legs and arms. I hardly use it on my face because I used other stuff on my face. But yeah, it was just a disappointment because I can't really give feedback on it for the face, because it was leaking basically, and I had to use it up really quickly because it was leaking, which was really annoying. Then we have Clinique Moisture Surge 100-hour replenishing hydrator. I don't know about the 100 hours. It's a nice cream though. The only thing that really miffed me was that one. I thought it was quite a big pot, but it stops here. So basically it stops here. So half of the pot is just empty. I don't understand why companies do that. Like, just make the packaging smaller. It's nice though. Would I repurchase? Maybe. Actually, I should make a decision. No, I wouldn't. It's expensive for what it is, but it's a nice moisturizer. Same as this one, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, old favorite. I actually love this one. I even repurchased this one in the past. At the moment, I use a lot of Aldi copies, which are very similar, but this is a very nice serum for nighttime. I have another one of them somewhere, and I like using it, and I really like how it makes my skin feel. And another from the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair line, this is the eye cream. Really like this one as well. It was a nice eye cream, really nice and light, and I enjoyed using this one. Would I repurchase? If I would have too much money, yes, I would. Otherwise, it's just really expensive. And another sun cream I used up. There you can see it's summertime. Lots of sun cream. Ultra Sun SPF 50 for the face. I used it for the face and neck, which is why this one was fairly quickly empty. It was only 25 ml. Water resistance, I don't know. I didn't use it in water. I liked it though because it's factor 50. So there we go. Would I repurchase? Ultra Sun is very expensive. I think you can get really good sunscreen for cheaper. Like if you look like into consumer reports here in the UK, Lidl sun cream always comes up on top together with Aldi sun cream and then some other sun creams. So look into that because sun cream is important, but because it is important, it's for me like a kind of must-have product, especially if you have family and you want to protect them. So therefore, find a good product, but one you can afford to make sure you actually do have it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there we go. So I wouldn't repurchase because it's just a really expensive brand. And now we check what we can recycle from all of this and then go to the recycling and the rest goes in the bin. But let me know in the comments what you think of my mini reviews and I see you next time. Bye!